Welcome in once again to Roberto Duran Arena. Day 4 of competition at the 2016 CentroBasket Championship Tournament. One game already in the books today. Virgin Islands defeated Costa Rica. Virgin Islands now 2-1 on top of Group B temporarily with 5 points. As Mexico and Dominican Republic getting set to play. Both of those teams. Mexico yesterday defeated Costa Rica 78-46 and then skirted past the Virgin Islands in overtime 91-83 in their tournament opener. Dominican Republic defeated Bahamas 87-80. And they also defeated Costa Rica 79-58. So if you look at common opponents, both of these teams played Costa Rica. Mexico won by 32. Dominican Republic won by 19. And now the national anthem for the designated home team in this game, Mexico. Good afternoon and welcome back to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City for the 2016 CentroBasket Championship Tournament. 4th day of competition, 2nd game of the day, 1 result already. Virgin Islands moved to 2-1. They've got 5 points in Group B. Virgin Islands looking to make the medal round. This one between Mexico and Dominican Republic. Both of these teams coming into this one at 2-0. Mexico plays Bahamas tomorrow, and Dominican Republic plays Virgin Islands tomorrow. Mexico squeaked past Virgin Islands in their tournament opener in overtime. There you get a look at this game's officials. Pablo Estevez from Argentina, Julio Anaya from Panama, and Jose Carrion from Puerto Rico. FIBA commissioner for this game is Fatima de Silva. And Lewis, Dominican Republic has looked good, but they have not faced a test yet like Mexico.
They've definitely been playing some really good basketball. Sadio Rojas had a really good game last game in terms of just his scoring and just doing the intangibles, being there on putback dunks, taking key charges of the game. But this is going to be a test for him. Mexico had a really good game last game. And they've both been powerhouses in this tournament. So I'm looking forward to see the matchups. We got Mata, who's doing real good. We got Hernandez, who is playing well. It's going to be a good matchup, and I'm very excited to see these two Titans collide.
Got to look at the starters for the Dominican Republic. And Coach Melvin Lopez, Victor Liz, Juan Coronado, Sadio Rojas, Eloy Vargas, and Juan Jose Garcia. There's a look at the full roster for Mexico and coach Sergio Valdeolmios. And now a look at the starters for Team Mexico. Juan Toscano Anderson, Jorge Gutierrez, Francisco Cruz the guards, Hector Hernandez at forward, and Lorenzo Mata at forward. Should be a good game. Eager to see if the Dominican Republic can compete with the powerhouse from Mexico.
El número 7, Jorge Gutiérrez. El número 9, Francisco Cruz. El número 12, su capitán, Héctor Hernández. Y el número 14, Lorenzo Mata. Iniciando para la República Dominicana con el número 5, su capitán.
There's a look at Sergio Valdeolmios.
Juan Coronado. El número 7, Sadiel Rojas. El número 11, Eloy Vargas. Y el número 14,
Mexico currently ranked 19th in the world, according to the FIBA rankings. Dominican Republic, meanwhile, one ahead of Mexico at 18. The last time these two teams met was in 2012. Dominican Republic with an 85-67 win over Mexico. So they haven't played in 4 years. Previous to that, they hadn't played in 4 years since 2008, and then before that in 2004. So they're on a 4-year rotation, these two teams. Mexico has been fairly strong as of late, and I'm sure Dominican Republic will be eager to see where they stack up. Mexico wins the tip, and we are underway. Gutierrez. Over to Cruz. Now Mata. His pass tipped off of a couple of hands. Now Gutierrez fakes the three. Steps inside for the 16-footer and hits. Mexico on the board first, 2-0. Eloy Vargas kisses that off the glass, and we're tied at 2.
Vargas, one of the key players for this Dominican Republic team, fouled out early in the second half yesterday. So looking to see what he can do this game, and hopefully he can have a full 4 quarters to contribute.
Eloy Vargas averaging 11 points and 6 rebounds per game. Vargas misses from in close after the 3 by Cruz. Good to see him get off early. And Mexico turns it over, trying to feed Mata down low. Coronado to Lis. And he loses the handle. Toscano. Cruz around the screen by Mata. 10 to shoot. Hernandez. Pretty move by Hernandez to find himself some space and hit the jump shot. 7-2 now in favor of Mexico. Lis. Over to Garcia. His left-hander off the glass is good. Pretty shot by Juan Jose Garcia. 7-4 Mexico. And the first foul of the game. Called on Garcia. Cruz. Pull-up jumper is good, and Cruz has 5 of Mexico's 9 points.
Cruz already has more points than he had last game. The game before last, he had 27. Last game, he had a 2-point performance. Didn't play a whole lot because Mexico was in control of the game pretty much the whole second half, so a lot of their starters went to the bench.
Now Mata called for the foul. His first on the team.
Balón favorable para República Dominicana.
Vargas working on Mata, lowers the shoulder. Mata gets a piece of it, and it spins in off the glass.
El número 11 de Dominicana, Vargas.
Tough shot by Eloy Vargas, 9-6 now. Now a foul away from the basket. That's going to be on Juan Coronado, and that's his first, second on the team. Didn't even see that. Eagle eye on that official. Had to get the net unstuck at the other end.
Pass from Cruz to Mata, missed a point-blank layup.
Three-pointer by Least, no good. Rojas, his first touch of the game. Working on Toscano. Toscano, the kick save. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Dominican ball with 14 on the shot clock.
There's that reset to 14 versus 24 after a kick ball.
Coronado, long three-pointer. No good. Bunch of hands in the air. Liz comes away with it, goes out of, thought it went out of bounds. Eloy Vargas found it under the bucket and went right back up and laid it in. 9-8 now. Crafty work there by Eloy Vargas. Vargas has 6. Hernandez now working on Coronado. A little bit of a mismatch there. A lot of a mismatch, actually. Now, three-pointer by Hernandez, no good. Rebounded by Coronado. Vargas lowering the shoulder into Mata. Strong move by Eloy Vargas. Vargas gives Dominican Republic the lead at 10-9, and Vargas has 8 already. Gutierrez high off the glass and in. Pretty move by Jorge Gutierrez.
Vargas with that move, he already has more points than he had in the game versus the Bahamas. He had 7 points and, of course, fouled out early, so he's on track to have a good game so far.
Now another foul on Mata. That'll be his second. So Mata will sit down. Israel Gutierrez comes on. So we've got Israel and Jorge Gutierrez on the floor. Coronado. Bounce pass to Juan Jose Garcia. Garcia bumped in the lane by Hernandez. Shot off the glass won't go. Mexico retains a 1-point lead. Gutierrez thought about the 3. Now Hernandez gives it back to Gutierrez. Jorge Gutierrez shoots it that time, and that's good. 14-10 Mexico now. Least on the right side. Backing down Cruz. Cruz poked it away, but finding it is Sadiel Rojas, and he's got his first 2 points.
Sadiel, he always does the intangibles, moving without the ball, cutting without the ball, taking charges at key points of the game. Be on the lookout for him this game because he's going to do a lot more of it.
Balón favorable para México.
Ball kicked by Garcia. Now Jorge. Toscano. Toscano into the lane. Gives it up underneath to Israel. Off the glass and no. But he'll go to the free throw line. Dominican foul is going to be on number 11, Eloy Vargas, his
Primera
first.
falta personal para el número 11 de Dominicana, Vargas. A la línea de tiro el número 8, Gutiérrez. Anotación.
Israel Gutierrez hits the first.
Segunda anotación.
And gets them both. 16-12 Mexico. Now Rojas. Gets it back. Please. Cross-court pass. Coronado. Coronado steps on the baseline trying to go around Toscano.
Balón favorable para México.
Score remains 16-12. 3:43 to play first quarter. Oh. Yeah, now some battling for position under the bucket by Cruz and Garcia, and Cruz whistled before the foul. That's his first, team's third.
De México. Balón favorable para la República Dominicana.
Vargas between the rings. Coronado. Back to Liz. Over to Garcia. Kick out to Liz. 5 to shoot. Liz works his way into the paint. Misses the shot off the glass. Here comes Mexico. Oh, Cruz to Israel Gutierrez. Gutierrez shuffled the feet before getting it into the corner for Hernandez. 3:10 to play first quarter. Now Rigoberto Mendoza comes on for Dominican Republic as Victor Liz sits down.
And Craig, I like the Dominican Republic. They have some really good ball movement, although they didn't convert on the last shot. Had a lot of drives into the paint, kickouts, a lot of great ball movement, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about teams that really play together and do that.
Teams that play together and really do that are usually successful. 3 on the shot clock. Vargas puts it up. Doesn't get it, but the strong rebound in there.
Anotación para el número 7.
That was Sadiel Rojas in traffic, doing the dirty work. Now Gutierrez, the short jumper is good. Back to a 4-point lead for Mexico. Jorge Gutierrez now with 9. Vargas driving off the glass, draws the foul.
Primera falta personal para el número 8 de México, Gutiérrez. Ingresa con el número 24 Solano para la República Dominicana.
Vargas converts the first of 2 free throws.
And he's got 9 as well.
Converts the second one.
Dominican Republic back to within 2. Mendoza left side as the Dominican Republic gets it back. Mendoza on the drive, hangs. pressure in the backcourt. Beautiful feed underneath to Israel Gutierrez. And it's back up to 4 at 20-16. A minute 40 to play first quarter. Alongside Lewis Shine, I'm Craig Theta at Roberto Duran Arena, second of 4 games today. Nice feed underneath to Vargas. Shot rolls off the rim, and Vargas comes out of there holding his head. Earlier action today, Virgin Islands defeated Costa Rica 75-68. Now Hernandez for 3. 2 more games after this one, the one we're really looking forward to. Up next, 5:45, Puerto Rico and Cuba. A matchup between Mount Ramos of Puerto Rico, the Beast, and Javier Justiz of Cuba. Vargas gets it back. Mendoza on the left side. Up top to Garcia. He drives, shoots it up over Hernandez, no good. And now a foul on the Dominican Republic as they were hounding the man after the rebound. That foul is going to be on Juan Jose Garcia. That's his second. Angel Delgado checks in now for Vargas.
I think they ought to take a look at subbing for Garcia, too, which I think they're about to do. Still early in the game, and you definitely don't want to get a third foul on him.
Good call as Angel Nunez comes back in, and a timeout on the floor. 35.7 to play first quarter. Mexico on top by 4.
I hear you, but I wasn't guarding that man, though. I hear you. Vamos con 40.
A ver, no, vamos a hacer lo siguiente. Vamos a jugar un pulgar arriba para Jorge, ¿correcto? Irra, te pones aquí. Héctor, en alero alto. Paco aquí. Y Juanito aquí. ¿Vale? Vienes aquí y bloqueas. Si quieres un 1 contra 1 tuyo hasta el final. ¿Correcto? Y tú acompañando, porque seguro que vas a arrastrar a tu hombre, acompañando por si el rebote ofensivo.
Ahí voy,
¿De acuerdo?
para que lo sepa.
¿Vale? ¿Nosotros tenemos bandera? ¿Vale? Vamos a hacer lo siguiente. Hacemos caja y 1. Caja y 1 con el 2. ¿De acuerdo? Tú estás en hombre a hombre y tú estás en la primera línea de la caja. ¿Correcto? Caja y 1. ¡Vamos!
20-16 as you had a chance to listen into head coach Sergio Valdeomios. 35.7 seconds to play in the first quarter. Let's see what Sergio has drawn up. Jorge Gutierrez to Toscano. Now back to Gutierrez between the rings. About 11 seconds difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gutierrez. His pass was intercepted. Up ahead to Rigoberto Mendoza. The reverse won't go, but he will go to the free throw line. I believe that's going to be Jorge Gutierrez on the foul. Beg your pardon, that's going to be on Hernandez.
Primera falta personal del número 12 de México, Hernández.
With the Dominican Republic, one of the things I love that they do is they really push the ball down the court. They have several guards that are around that 6'6" to 6'5" height range, and they can really push the ball.
Works to their advantage.
Right around 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Dominican Republic trailing by 3. Mexico working to get a shot. 2, now 1. Cruz from 30. That was just about good. And the first quarter will come to an end. 20-17 Mexico. This is the 2016 CentroBasket Championship live from Panama City. Back with second quarter action in just a moment. Man, I can't stop yawning. It was like that in Mexico City last year, but it was because of the altitude, and I didn't realize it. So I kept trying to stifle the yawns all the time, and then Nelson Isley was like, no, you got to let yourself yawn, man. You got to get that oxygen in your system.
Right.
Mexico City's like 2,500 feet higher than Denver.
I've never been to Mexico City. I've been to Denver. I've been to Salt Lake City, too.
Yeah, I've been to Salt Lake. But after the first day or two in Mexico City, man, I was yawning every 30 seconds all day long. To 17 as we come back. Mexico leading by 3. Most competitive first quarter.
México 20 puntos, República Dominicana 17 puntos.
Elvis Solano into the game now for Dominican Republic. At least back in.
No.
Dos más para el número 5 en la República Dominicana.
At least scores. And it's 20-19.
He was a fireball last game. Last game, Liz had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Republic. Sorry, Lewis looking for the lead, but they turn it over. Trying to find Delgado. And the pretty lay-in. That was Jorge Gutierrez. He's got 11 now. Vargas leading Dominican Republic with 10. In traffic, Victor Liz, tough shot there.
Hernandez on the powerful rebound. Saw Hernandez in the lobby yesterday and didn't realize how big he was. I know
He's
what
a big guy.
Yeah.
Very big guy. 6'8". And built.
You know, 6'8", you know what it feels like when you see what it lists him as far as height, but not until you get up close to those guys, you really see how massive they are.
Solano misses the layup. Over Hernandez. Hernandez working on Liz. Cross-court pass to Toscano for 3. Hernandez tapped the rebound, but it was pulled out of there by Angel Delgado. And an official's timeout as Victor Liz had to tie his shoe. And
a couple guys out there from Dominican Republic tying shoes.
Look at some of the first quarter highlights. Eloy Vargas. A couple of buckets there. Another one by Vargas. Eloy Vargas show in the first quarter for Dominican Republic. Now that foul is going to be on Israel Gutierrez, his second.
Segunda falta personal del número 8 de México, Gutiérrez.
Delgado catches it out near midcourt. He accelerates, goes all the way to the rack and lays it in. Nice take by Angel Delgado. And DR back to within one. Cruz gives it up underneath, and Israel Gutierrez goes up and jams it home with two hands.
That two-pointer slam jam. It gave him 6 points on the day so far.
Three-pointer no good for Nunez. Paul Stoll bounces it inside. Jump hook by Gutierrez. Israel Gutierrez, nice play there. He's got 8.
And
Back up to a 5-point lead.
And that jump hook, Craig, by big man, it seems to be a loss of art. But when you see a guy like that, that's one of his go-to moves, you just learn to really appreciate the guys that still use that shot.
You see it a little bit more at the international level than you do in American basketball, but yeah. I think it kind of went away with Kareem.
4 decades ago.
Turnaround by Cruz, no good. Gutierrez, the rebound underneath. Israel kicks it out to Cruz. Cruz out to Hernandez. Now Cruz working on Lease. 3 to shoot. His jump hook, no good. Lease. 3 on the way. Bang! Juan Coronado ties it up at 26. 5.5 minutes to play, second quarter.
Speaking of jump hooks with guards, as we saw Cruz try that jump hook from the right side of the court, saw LeBron James throw a few hooks against Golden State in the finals.
I don't know if I'd call LeBron James quite a guard, but he certainly functions as one sometimes.
He functions as all the positions.
Yes, he does.
Matter of fact, it's hard to categorize him as either one.
Yep.
Give him his own category.
Long three-pointer for Liz. That barely ticked off the front iron. I see some colleges in the U.S. starting to recruit along those lines. You just put 5 athletes out there in that 6'7" to 6'9" range. Find guys who can handle the ball, play the post, shoot the jumper. You don't have traditional positions.
I think one of the reasons that people are able to get away with that kind of stuff is because there's a loss of traditional centers anymore.
That's true. Now Hiron. Delgado exchanging pleasantries.
I mean, you have a lot of big guys, even as we see 8, 6'11", but really he doesn't play a lot of down low. He spends some time on the perimeter, and I could even see in the next couple of years he might be on the perimeter as he goes into possibly the NBA.
Stretch 5. That long 3 no good by Stoll. And the way the game is evolving, in particular the NBA, you don't even have centers who are the big bangers there anymore.
Tell you what, I miss those days of the Ewings and the Elijah Wans and David Robinson.
Even Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright, Alonzo Mourning.
Yep.
Every team had
Larry
someone.
Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Charles Oakley.
Dale and Doug Davis. How about that? Rick Smits.
The Duncan Dutchman. And, of course, Bill Laimbeer.
Bill Laimbeer.
Kevin McHale. Robert Parrish. All those guys.
Oh, man, you just
Primera
named
falta personal
you just
en el
named a
número
few
7
guys
de
that
la República Dominicana,
legends.
Rojas.
Timeout on the floor. 3:22 to play. Nobody as legendary as Louis Shine, though. 28-26 back in Panama City.
Para adentro aquí hay algo. Pero el tema no es ese, el tema es que estamos utilizando mucho bote en el mismo sitio, no circulamos el balón, tenemos que rodar el balón mucho más. Jugamos aquí el pick and roll, estamos mirando la continuación, pero no sale de ahí el balón. Necesitamos abrir el campo porque son grandes. ¿De acuerdo? Y a partir de ahí lo que hay que hacer es trabajar en verticalidad con los hombres exteriores, porque ahí sí que vamos a sacar ventaja en la continuación. Mirad una cosa, atentos a lo siguiente, prestar atención, después de canasta convertida hacemos brazos abiertos, ¿vale? Brazos abiertos, están con 2-5, atento a Rigoberto Mendoza, número 2, con Coronado hay que estar, y atento al rebote ofensivo de Sosa, atento al rebote ofensivo de Sosa. Empezamos a trabajar con 2 abajo y 2 arriba para Orlando y jugar a partir de Orlando, intenta salir con él para la bandeja, o sea, para la continuación. Vamos, Blanco. Rebote.
1, 2, 3.
(28-26) Mexico, 3:22 to play second quarter. Been a tight game. Mendez for 3 as the shot clock winds down. And then Israel Gutierrez had a chance to pop that back in.
Vargas with his second rebound of the game.
Vargas working his way in. Now ahead to Hiron. What a block there. Rigoberto Mendoza gets on his horse, gets back and blocks it. Another LeBron James style block. Saw one of those the other day.
Oh, yeah. And Craig, what a lot of guys do, as he was dribbling down to lay that ball up, he was kind of like looking back to see where the guy was. But I almost think, like, what if he would have just went in with all of his force and took all of his attention to try to make that basket? He might have had a couple steps ahead of the defender.
Dominican Republic with the lead now. The shot by Juan Coronado. And DR's on top, 30-28. Can't remember who said that famous quotation. Don't look back. Somebody might be gaining on you. Was that Satchel Paige?
Not sure exactly who it was, but I've heard about it before, and it's true.
That three-pointer good. Paul Stoll puts Mexico back on top. It was indeed Satchel Paige. Pulled that one out of the old memory banks. And now Dominican Republic will go back to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
Ingresa con el número 7, Gutiérrez.
Delgado at the line. Was in foul trouble last game. Bahamas couldn't figure out a way to get him fouled out after Vargas fouled out, and he continued to be in the game and contribute on the way to their win over the Bahamas.
Dominican Republic now with a 2-point lead. Stoll. And a pretty runner there by Jorge Gutierrez. He's got 11. Pardon that. Yeah, that was Jorge. The screen has him for 11. Our graphic has him for 13. Now Rojas out to Coronado. Coronado back to Rojas for 3. That circles out. 35 seconds to play, second quarter. Gutierrez. That gets poked out of bounds.
This game's evenly matched. We're at 33 all. Both teams have an equal amount of intensity.
Assists just about the same. Turnovers even. Steals even. Blocks about even. Dominican Republic, big edge in points in the paint, 24-16.
I don't think you can find probably the most evenly matched game of the tournament thus far. Both teams are carbon copy of one another.
Blocked shot. Mexico will not get a shot off. And now timeout taken by Dominican Republic. 12.1 to play in the second quarter. We're tied at 33. Back in a minute from Panama City.
Voy a tener a Eloy. Voy a tener a Xavier. Voy a tener a Víctor Lee. Voy a tener a Vicky. Juan Coronado. Trayendo la bola rápido. Eloy va a saltar aquí. Vamos a dar este pase ahí. Cuando venga este pase, aquí, Juan, cuando venga por ahí, va a venir aquí a bloquearle. Vikingo, Víctor, si no tengo ese backdoor ahí sigue. Y Vikingo va a venir por aquí arriba a llevar la pelota. Va a llevarla por aquí en un mano a mano con Eloy. La vamos a llevar por aquí. Si están presionando, saca a Juan.
12 segundos. 12 segundos. 12 segundos.
33-33, 12.1 to play. In the first half. Been an entertaining game so far, back and forth.
Dominican Republic setting up a press breaker in anticipation that Mexico was going to press them.
And now Melvin Lopez wants timeout again.
Tiempo fuera para República Dominicana.
So we will be back.
Tenemos saque de aquí. La pelota la está sacando Coronado. Tenemos a Víctor Liz. Tengo a Xavier. Tengo a Vichingo. Bloqueo aquí para que Víctor Liz venga. Xavier se abre, conseguí el balón. Cuando se abre aquí, tengo a Eloy. Cuando se abre la consigue Juan. Y va por aquí Xavier. Xavier va ahí hasta abajo. Vichingo viene aquí y hacemos lo mismo que teníamos previsto. Si ellos vienen al doble T, en vez de dar el pase, coge la mano a mano aquí con Xavier y hasta que puede salir. Víctor Díaz atacando por ahí y Eloy en el medio. Okay.
Usted hace ese correcto y no puede hacer nada. Usted hace ese correcto y no puede hacer nada.
Both teams out of timeouts now. 12.1 to play, second quarter. We're tied at 33. Coronado to inbound. Rojas. 7 seconds left. Rojas tried to bounce it inside, went off of a Mexican defender. Oh. And now a foul committed before the pass went into the corner. Foul is going to be on Coronado with 2.7 to play. Good foul by Dominican
Segunda
Republic.
falta para el número 6 de República Dominicana, Coronado.
On the one hand,
Balón favorable para
you get a
México.
chance to set your defense up
Ingresa con
and
el
avoid the
número
potential
24,
three-pointer, but on the other hand, you
para la
give Mexico a
República
chance to
Dominicana.
set its offense up. Gutierrez getting it into Stoll. Stoll, three-pointer, rings out.
Finaliza la primera mitad.
We got an even one.
Yes, we do, and Paul Stoll had some words for the official as he walked by,
De 33 puntos
and he was
para ambos
very
equipos.
close to getting that tee.
You can see the referee kind of looking at him too.
Yes,
like,
he was. He was
yeah.
waiting for one more word.
Pasó lo mismo ayer. Yo pienso que está empezando tarde. Eso es lo que yo pienso.
And Melvin Lopez now talking to the table and the officials. As we go to halftime, Dominican Republic outscores Mexico in the second quarter, 16-13. Mexico 50% from two-point range, Dominican Republic 56%. Mexico 3 of 9 from beyond the arc, Dominican Republic just 1 of 7. Not a lot of free throws shot in that first half. Rebounds just about even. Dominican Republic 4 of 5 from the stripe. Mexico just 2 of 2. Turnovers, steals, blocks, all about even, as you would expect in a game that's tied at 33.
Teams are definitely a carbon copy of one another, and all the stats show it's a great great competition. It's going to be a great second half.
Jorge Gutierrez leading Mexico in scoring. Eloy Vargas leading the Dominican Republic. Let's take a look at all the leading scorers now. For Mexico, Paul Stoll has 3 points. Jorge Gutierrez 13. Israel Gutierrez 8 points, 4 boards. Francisco Cruz had 7 early, but then has been largely quiet. Hector Hernandez 2 points, 3 rebounds. That is all the scoring for Mexico. (33-33) as we return to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City. 4th day of competition at the CentroBasket 2016 Championships. Second game of the day. Earlier on, it was Virgin Islands over Costa Rica, 75-68. Coming up at 5:45, Puerto Rico and Cuba. Then at 8 o'clock, Panama and Nicaragua. Next week, we will be in Caracas, Venezuela, for the 2016 South American Men's Championship. Lewis and I will be bringing you all of those games. Leaving this tournament, basically going to the airport and then going straight to the arena in Caracas. Have a few hours in between on either side, but
Definitely be a adventurous day there.
now Coronado pops for 3. He's got 8, and that's a 3-point lead for Dominican Republic. Definitely for those couple days, as they say, ball is life.
Yes. On the back of your shirt, we are basketball.
Yeah, that's the motto for FIBA. The sharp FIBA polo shirts that we've been provided. Now Vargas off the glass and in.
Is the bank still open from the first game?
Sure is. 38-33 now. Cruz around Hernandez. Pounded by Rojas. Kick into the corner. 3 on the way. No good. Rojas grabbed the rebound, but a foul called away from that rebound. I thought for a moment they were going to get Rojas for the push-off. But that foul on Hernandez, his second.
Craig, I could definitely see Coach Sergio for Mexico calling a timeout if Dominican Republic scores on this time down and go up 7.
I was thinking that actually after the last bucket. Almost was expecting it. A couple of quick buckets from Dominican Republic to start off this third quarter. Now Vargas off the glass. He gets fouled. And that foul on Mata, and that's his third.
Not sure if the coaches are aware, or maybe they're aware and they're just keeping them in the play.
Well, I'm certain they're aware of it.
Now, in terms of awareness, Dominican Republic, if I were their coaches, just like we were talking about yesterday, I would be going right at Mata.
Hard screen by Mata, clean. Now the kick out to Hernandez for 3, short. Garcia the rebound.
Now the thing to do here is if you don't have anything else, go right back in the post to Vargas.
Let's see if that's what Elvin Lopez has drawn up. Liz on the drive. He takes it to Mata. Mata blocks the shot.
Gutsy.
Very. He went straight up, but he had the arms extended out in front of him. He didn't get a lot of complaints from the Dominican bench, though, but Vargas at the other end draws the foul.
That one looked like all ball there.
Sure did.
But back to the play down here where Mata blocked that shot. We know that easily could have been called a foul.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Just on the way it looked in terms of the contact, and but they didn't call it. He lucked out.
Unless they said Mata went straight up. Even though he did, his arms came forward.
Yeah. Mata UCLA product.
Yeah. Key
Great
cog in the USC dominance.
Great tradition out there. Great place to go to school, too, right there in the warm weather. I mean, you know.
You turned him down, didn't you, UCLA?
I would
Not good enough.
I would have rolled my bike out there if they would have signed me.
Louis Shine says, UCLA, I can do better. Liz for 3. Dominican Republic still a 6-point lead. Comes Jorge Gutierrez, kicking it out to Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez freight trains his way through the lane. And a foul called. That's going to be on Garcia. And that's foul number 3 on Juan Jose Garcia. So Garcia will sit down. Angel Delgado comes on. Delgado's having himself a pretty nice game. And Juan Jose Garcia had some words for an official on his way off the floor. I'm surprised that didn't draw something. From some officials, it sure would have.
Delgado with 9 points, 4 rebounds thus far, 1 assist.
Both free throws good, and it's down to a 4-point spread. A little bit of pressure here from Mexico. Dominican breaks it easily. Now Delgado out to Rojas. Now to Vargas. Vargas, a little jump hook in the lane. No. Ball popping around. Saved. Nicely done by Coronado. Now Liz from 17. That pops out. Rojas the putback.
And it looks like the ball didn't even have a chance to go in.
And Mexican bench did not like that call.
The ball looked way short.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, it looked like it was below the rim almost when it got blocked.
So the fact that they called that, I believe it was just more of the fact that he swatted it like a blocked shot and maybe didn't have a good angle on it.
Could very well be, but now Dominican Republic up 8 on the roll by Delgado.
Delgado with 11 on the afternoon.
Step back by Gutierrez wouldn't go. And here comes Liz. His three-pointer won't fall in. Oh, now Mata with the block on Rojas. Mexico unable to buy the bucket. Now Mata goes down hard, holding his right knee. Foul is going to be on Vargas, and that will be 3 on Vargas. Let's see what happened to Mata here.
His leg.
Ingresa con el número 13 para México.
That was the other play. I didn't see what happened on that play. I was watching the leg of Mata. So now Mata hobbles off. Cruz hits for 3. Big three-pointer there. Lead down to 5.
Actually, Cruz's first three-pointer since his 27-point performance.
I believe you may be right. Now Coronado tries to answer. That missed right, and Mexico turns it over. Careless with the ball. Now Adris De Leon to come on for Dominican Republic. He did not play yesterday against Bahamas. Ooh, there's the injury to Mata. Came down awkwardly on that right leg, and you saw his knee twist underneath him. Hope he's going to be okay. Great camera work by our crew.
I've seen that same kind of injury happen where it was actually worse. Leg got caught back like that. I don't know if you remember Kenya Martin in the Conference USA tournaments.
Now Jorge Gutierrez lays it in, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play to get Mexico back to within 2. Dominican Republic has not scored in almost 5 minutes. Three-point play completed. Mexico now within 2, and Melvin Lopez wants timeout. 44-42. Dominican Republic had been up 8. 4:42 to play, third quarter in Panama City.
Uno contra uno toda la jugada. Todas las jugadas son uno contra uno. Tenemos que parar eso. Atiende la presión. Atiende la presión. Y yo quiero. Está bien. Está bien. Ángel. Está bien y Ángel. Así. No, ya olvídate de eso. Ángel. Está bien. Voy a tener a Adri. Voy a tener aquí a Víctor Lee. Y voy a tener aquí a Viking. Lo que vamos a hacer es lo siguiente. Ustedes dos se van a cambiar por ahí arriba. Vikingo va a venir a hacer bloqueo. Y Xavier va a venir a hacer bloqueo aquí. Vamos a llevar la pelota aquí adentro. Primero cámbiense por arriba ustedes dos. La presión. Atiende la presión. 1, 2, 3, Dominicana.
44-42. A 6-0 run by Mexico over the past 5 minutes, nearly. 4.5, closer to. .440 to play, third quarter. A couple of entertaining games so far today. Costa Rica competitive in the first half against Virgin Islands, and they were able to finally pull away. This one's been tight the whole way. Delgado's shot falls in.
Dos más para el número 12 de Dominicana, Delgado.
Oh. Gutierrez feeds it underneath to Israel Gutierrez. That rings out, and rebound out of bounds. That'll be Dominican ball.
Balón a favor de la República Dominicana.
Little bunny hop and slide there before the layup.
Orlando Mendez wanted the other official to give some help. Get a lot of conversation with the officials as a player.
Well, one of the things that players have to realize is that even coaches, is that once a call's made, I've never seen a call reversed in history.
Yeah, based on what a player says. Mendoza hits for 3, and the lead is back to 7. Rigoberto Mendoza now with 4. Hernandez trying to work his way down. His shot pokes out.
But there's that hook shot again, like we said.
Yeah. Good defense by Delgado. De Leon. Oh.
Now, if we see this replay down low, I think we had a really master-level flop by Delgado.
Tercera la falta personal del número 12, Hernández de México. Balón favorable para la
That was
República
the
Dominicana.
three-pointer.
Wow.
Master level, huh?
Yeah,
That was on Hernandez, his third.
Yeah, that's why Hernandez, the response that he had, because it seems like he didn't even touch him.
I do hope we get a look at it. De Leon trying to find some space, leans in. Delgado the rebound. Mendoza for 3. Short.
Great defense by Mexico. We had 2 almost 24-second violations in a row.
Ball ping-ponging around. Finally grabbed out of there by Mendoza. De Leon back to Rigoberto Mendoza. He jets his way in. Misses the layup. Cruz was trying to save it in bounds. It actually threw it to one of his players across the court. I think he was trying to throw it off of a player. 5 to shoot. Cruz around the screen by Gutierrez. Now driving on Delgado. Good defense by Delgado. De Leon finds his way to the bucket and lays it in. And that got the Dominican bench up and cheering. Back to a 9-point lead, biggest lead of the game. And Sergio Valdeomios wants timeout. Little hesitation by De Leon. He said, "You're going to give it to me, I'll take it." 51-42, Dominican Republic.
Chicos, quedan 12 minutos todavía.
Mexico has not scored since the 4:38 mark of this quarter. Dominican Republic has outscored Mexico in this third quarter, 18-9. Mendez just about had it stolen away by Mendoza. Now a foul called. That's going to be on De Leon, his first.
Primera falta personal del número 10 de República Dominicana, De León. A la línea de tiro libre, Méndez con el número 13 de México.
Now Zamora getting up for Mexico. I don't think we've seen him in this game yet, have we? Zamora, no, he's only played less than 4 minutes so far. Now Zamora on to replace Israel Gutierrez.
Zamora playing sparingly today. His last appearance that we watched, he played 21 minutes rather. Had 11 points that game.
Mata's only played 9 minutes, 24 seconds. Of course, he went out with that injury, but I wonder if that's a designed tactic against the smaller Dominicans, the smaller, faster Dominicans to try to keep up with them. Another bucket for De Leon. Toscano gives it up underneath. Shot won't fall in for Zamora, but he'll go to the free throw line. 51.9 to play in this third quarter. That foul on De Leon, his second.
It looks like Mata is back in the rotation as far as sitting on the bench. The trainer's not working on him anymore. And looks like he's ready, but we'll see as this game continues.
He's got the towel over his head and his shooting shirt on.
You got to love these Dominican fans here. I mean, it's a few of them, but it sounds like a full crowd when they cheer.
Sure does.
like a ready-made pep band with no instruments.
Well, the instruments will be in full effect tonight when Panama takes on Nicaragua. That game at 8 o'clock. We will bring it to you live, along with the 5:45 game between Puerto Rico and Cuba. Now De Leon, 3 to shoot. Puts up the long 3. That was just about in. The Dominican bench would have exploded had he made that. 8-point lead for the Dominican Republic. Shot clock is off. Game clock winding close to 10. Stoll to Mendez for 3. Until that was going to be short. Delgado the rebound, and now from half court.
Second.
Liz, no good. We go to the fourth quarter with the Dominican Republic on top of Mexico, 53-45.
México, 45 puntos. República Dominicana, 53 puntos.
Man. This is our fourth day. So
Yeah.
4, 8, 12, 14 games. Well, 13 and 3/4. This is brutal. I don't know if anybody's ever tried this before. 26 games this week, 26 next week. I did, what was it, 4, 8, I think I did 21 games when I was in Venezuela. Maybe, no, it was 22. But this is unprecedented.
Well, you know it's official now because it's on when Facebook posts it. Yeah, it's official.
Yep. It's hit trending.
Jeff Teague to the Atlanta Hawks.
53-45 as we head to the fourth quarter between Dominican Republic and Mexico. DR outscored Mexico 20-12 in that third quarter. Mexico, in its last two quarters, just 13 points and 12 points against the Dominican Republic defense. Mexico shooting just 39% from two-point range, 31% from three-point range. Dominican Republic, 54% from two-point range. And Lewis, what does Mexico have to do to get some consistent offense?
Well, I think starting on defense would be one of the things that they can do because defense always leads to offense.
Coronado's jumper is good. 10-point lead for Dominican Republic, biggest lead of the game. Delgado's got 15 and 7 rebounds. And De Leon whistled for the foul, his third, away from the ball as he and Gutierrez collided.
Delgado a perfect 7 for 7 from the field, 100%.
Really trying out that broadcaster's jinx, aren't you?
Balón favorable para México.
Stoll around the screen by Zamora, gives it up to Zamora. Zamora has the shot blocked. Foul, however. That will be on Victor Liz, his first.
I really love the guards from the Dominican Republic. They will go up and try to block your shot. As we've seen earlier, they'll try to run down a layup and and do a LeBron block shot. I mean, they go after you.
And this really a completely different Dominican team than we saw in Mexico City at FIBA Americas. They were a three-point shooting machine. They've taken 14 in this game, but 36 from two-point range. I think in one game in Mexico City, the Dominican Republic made more three-pointers than they took two-pointers.
Wow.
It was crazy.
That's a Splash Brothers stat line.
Sure is. Zamora hits both, leads down to 8. Vargas back in for Dominican Republic. Vargas picked up by Toscano. Liz gets it to Coronado. Working on Zamora. Here comes the help. Now the kick out. Liz the floater from 15, and that's good. Pretty shot by Victor Liz. And we're back to a 10-point lead.
His 4th point of the game. Six
Gutierrez.
assists.
Stole for 3, and that's good. That gets the Mexican bench up.
El número 4 de México, Paul Stowell.
It's his 2nd three-pointer of the game.
Now a foul away from the ball. And then Vargas and Toscano tied up. Mexico foul is going to be on Francisco Cruz away from the ball.
Segunda falta personal del número 9 de México.
But then Toscano and Vargas were sparring a little bit.
Balón favorable para la República Dominicana.
Oh. Now Liz slipped on the floor there on the white Panama logo there. Might need someone to come and wipe that up real quick. Not sure if they will.
Vargas working his way into the paint, draws the foul and scores!
The bank is still open.
Rigoberto Mendoza comes out of there holding his hand. I think the foul was on Toscano. Correction, it was on Zamora. Vargas to make it a 10-point game again. He does. 60-50, coming up on 8 minutes to play in the game. Stoll getting it back from Cruz. Now Hernandez thought about the 3, but Delgado flashed. Oh. Cruz misses the 3. Sergio Valdeomios wanted a foul as De Leon slid on the floor and landed just about underneath the shooter and came down.
Almost looked like he was going for a tackle.
Yeah.
Versus the block shot. Oh.
And an offensive foul call. That's on Jorge Gutierrez. Now Coronado comes in for De Leon. De Leon didn't see anything there.
A little slight push in the back, but once again, it really wasn't a lot.
Rigoberto Mendoza. Liz. Delgado in the lane. Vargas now fades away, no good, as the shot clock was expiring. Now Stoll for 3, no good. Caught by Vargas. And Sergio Valdeomios wants timeout. Coronado to Delgado, and he scores! Biggest lead of the game for Dominican Republic. They're up 62-50, and Mexico takes timeout. 6:43 to play in the game. We're back in Panama City.
Estamos bien, estamos ordenados, que lo estoy diciendo. Vamos a intentar solucionar. Teníamos de buena defensa. Quedan 7 minutos, no lo tiramos. No podemos en 7 minutos llegar y jugar en primera opción. Tenemos que saber qué es lo que queremos hacer. Venga, vamos a subir. Vamos a subir. Después de canasta convertida, estamos en brazos abiertos. ¿Vale? Acordaron, después de canasta convertida.
Dominican Republic up 12, 62-50 with 6:43 to play. Mexico with just one timeout left. Dominican Republic with 2. De Leon, Vargas, and Garcia have 3 fouls apiece for Dominican Republic. Cruz, Hernandez, and Mata each have 3, but I don't think we'll see Mata again in this game. He doesn't have ice on his knee or anything. He was standing up in the huddle, but he has not played since landing awkwardly and twisting his knee. Jorge Gutierrez with 14 for Mexico. Israel Gutierrez with 10. Francisco Cruz with 10. Eloy Vargas and Angel Delgado off the bench each have 17. Delgado's been huge in this game for Dominican Republic. Gutierrez, his jumper back iron, no. Rebound back tapped. Gutierrez, the recipient. Great tap by Zamora. 62-52. Not quite time for Dominican Republic to start chewing up the clock yet, I don't think. Still want to run your offense.
And I would say definitely they want to get good shots during this time, which they just got
a good
one.
Shot. Victor Liz makes it 13. Oh. And now a foul away from the ball. That is going to be on Rigoberto Mendoza, his second. Now Sadiel Rojas will replace Mendoza.
If I were a coach for the Dominican Republic, what I would do is get the ball down low every time and milk that clock till about 10 seconds and make my move.
They can certainly do it with Vargas and Delgado in there. Now the drive by Stoll, the kick out. Cruz for 3. No. Ball tapped out of bounds. That'll be Dominican ball. Mexico uses almost 24 seconds and comes away without a point.
And it works against them.
Yeah, Dominican Republic says thank you very much.
Now, Mexico, that was a great shot and a great look, and those are things definitely at this point in the game you have to knock those down if you're going to have a chance.
Vargas driving on Zamora. Draws the foul. That'll be 2 on Zamora.
As Vargas almost walks out to
the
the tunnel. Coach Lopez has to feel good about how his team is playing today. Good guard play, good post play from Vargas and Delgado. Delgado with 17 points as well as Vargas, 17 points alike.
Make it 18 for Vargas as he strokes the first free throw. And now 19. A 15-point lead for Dominican Republic with just about 5:10 to play. Dominican Republic has outscored Mexico 19-5 since the 4:38 mark of the third quarter. Foul called on Coronado. That'll be his third.
Tercera falta personal de número 6, Coronado, de República Dominicana. Ingresa con el número 14, García, para República Dominicana.
I love to listen to the public address announcer.
He's got a great voice.
And
Great set of pipes.
I'm always looking for him because he's at different places during the game sometimes.
Usually over to our left about
Yeah,
20
definitely.
feet. Next to Federico Suave Lopez over there somewhere.
The Suavester.
Yeah.
Just under 5 minutes left in this contest.
And Mexico is going to have to make its move soon. Leafs.
Such a quick first step.
Leafs has it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Dominican Republic, but they only have 3 on the shot clock. There you get a look at Senor Delgado. He's just 21 years old.
Oh. Oh, nice drop off.
Zamora scores.
Ana Zamora, número 15 de México.
67-54. Mexico needs some stops. Boy, and Liz kind of sold that as he ran past Zamora. And Sergio Valdeomios wants his last time out. 4:03 to play in the game. Dominican Republic up 13. We're back in a moment for Panama City.
Timeout. Comienza el 5. En la línea cuando regresemos dos tiros.
Doble puño, correcto, y luego de meter agresivo en las situaciones. No podemos dar condición, tenemos que estar con actividad. Nosotros le ganamos el campeonato. Tenemos que estar pasando por menos de 100 minutos. Para ganar que lleva 4 minutos. Lo digo porque mañana puede ir la final de con ellos. ¿De acuerdo?
Bajamos los brazos en ningún minuto. Es importante los puntos. Ganemos o no, es importante.
Vale, correcto. Vamos a jugar lo siguiente. Jugamos todo abajo para pick and roll. Si no hay pick and roll, 4 se abre, le podemos dar el balón, 5 viene, juega el pick and roll. ¿Es posible que podamos jugar 2 pick and roll? Pregunto, ¿es posible? Es jugar eso, rojo, pica, situación de 2 abajo, rojo. ¿Lo podemos jugar? Vale.
$67-54, Dominican Republic, 4:03 to play in the game. Look at some of the highlights here. It's been the Delgado show for the Dominican Republic. Of course, Vargas not too shabby himself, 19 points. He's actually outscored Delgado, but Delgado's done it from the bench. 8 of 8 from the floor, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Free throw by Liz is good. Liz hits them both. Dominican Republic 11 of 12 from the free throw line for 92%. Mexico the exact same, 11 for 12. Stoll. Back to Cruz, 5 to shoot. 3, now 2. Stoll. Oh, gets it back from Cruz, and he doesn't get it off. And the Dominican bench is pumped up. 24 seconds and don't even get a shot off. That's got to be a backbreaker for Mexico. 3.5 minutes to play, trailing by 15. Vargas to Liz. Now you can run some clock.
Oh, yes.
Liz with 5 on the shot clock, driving. Little Euro step. Can't get it to fall. Vargas had the rebound for a moment, but picked up by Jorge Gutierrez. Hernandez into the corner for Cruz. Now to Zamora. Quick ball movement by Mexico. Pretty conversion. 13-point spread. Liz, and he scores. Tough shot by Victor Liz. 71-56.
That shot, it takes Liz into double figures with 11 points.
Nice bucket there by Jorge Gutierrez. And I tell you what, if Dominican Republic doesn't score the rest of the game but chews up 20 seconds of possession on offense, I don't think there's enough time for Mexico to come back. Oh, wow, Liz and I think that was Cruz. Went out of bounds, out of control, and Liz was kind of doubled over and had his shoulder down into, that was Jorge Gutierrez.
Looked worse than what it was, just from the naked eye. By gazing at it from the initial time that it happened, it looked like it could have been something intentional, but as we can see, Liz was kind of out of control and just off balance.
I thought from the replay it looked a little more intentional.
Oh, yeah?
Once Gutierrez kind of put his hands down on the head of Liz just kind of kept going with the shoulder.
I see what you're saying. Not too much real estate back there. You got to...
No. You got the 6 feet behind the baseline. And then those LED boards.
And some chairs behind that with people in it.
Those LED boards are padded on top, but not the front. Rojas tries to save it in bounds, but steps on the baseline. Liz comes out. Some pressure being set up by the Dominican Republic. Mexico breaks it fairly easily. Now into the corner for Hernandez. Hernandez drives baseline, has the shot blocked. Juan Jose Garcia on the initial block. And then the foul on Andres De Leon. He's got 4 to go along with 4 points. His 4 points were pretty key, though. He provided good energy coming in off the bench. We didn't even see him the last game Dominican Republic played. 31 years old. He'll be 32 on July 10th. And he's used his fouls wisely.
Just a smart player. Came in to contribute at a key time. Kind of reminds me of Golden State, how they have the Brazilian blur. He comes in at certain times, and he gives them exactly what they need.
Now full court pressure from Mexico. De Leon. Rojas up to Mendoza. Nice job by DR to break that press. Minute 50 to play. Dominican on top by 12. De Leon splits the defense. Tries to give it up underneath to Rojas. Scrappy player. Now Liz will sit down, as will De Leon, Coronado, and see who else came back on for Dominican Republic. It might have been Rigoberto Mendoza.
Hernández nuevamente a la línea de tiro libre.
De Leon is like the Leandro Barbosa of the Dominican Republic team. Gives you what you need when you need. Some games may not play. Some games play a little bit. Some games play a lot.
Hernandez misses the free throw. Mexico cannot afford to give away many points at this stage. Hernandez 1 for 6 from the field. Hits the second free throw. And it's down to 11. More pressure from Mexico. Rojas. Coronado. At least getting set to check back in. Into the corner now. Back out to Mendoza. Nice job by the Dominican Republic being patient. Lob to Vargas. Vargas into the corner. Mendoza for 3. Bang! Rigoberto Mendoza makes it a 14-point game with 1:19 to play. And the Dominican bench came out. I think they were anticipating a timeout from Mexico, but Mexico doesn't have any timeouts left.
I think someone from their bench might have been trying to find a hammer because they have a bag of nails and they're trying to nail this coffin shut.
Hernandez now for 3.
Hernández de México.
Now Liz will come on, and Melvin Lopez takes time out. Dominican Republic leading by 11 with 1:10 to play. This is the 2016 CentroBasket Championship live from Panama City.
Aquí el triple empate cuenta, no puede relajarse. Hay que defender lo más que se pueda, proteger el balón lo más que podamos. Ellos van a doblar el hoyo, ellos van a doblar. Yo necesito a Vikingo sacando la bola. Voy a tener aquí a usted, Sadiel aquí. Voy a tener a Coronado. No, Sadiel va a estar aquí. Y Víctor Lee aquí. Juan Coronado aquí. ¿Qué es lo que quiero? Necesito que este bloquee aquí porque Víctor Lee venga. Y necesito que él abra aquí. Cuando pase eso, Juan Coronado se va a abrir la cancha. Y este que digo vale aquí. Ya cuando la tenga, va a pasar la pelota a Víctor Lee y va a bloquear a Juan. Entra, vamos a buscar la pelota adentro con usted que le den foul.
Ten cuidado si se la pasan ahí porque nos capean.
Los dos.
1, 2, 3, Dominicana.
75-64, 1:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Mexico down 11. Not out of the realm of possibility, but Mexico needs stops and points. Vargas just about lost the handle. And now a foul called. That's going to be on Marco Ramos. So Liz to the free throw line.
Anotación.
We have good free throw shooting this game versus our first game,
Yeah.
87 and 88%.
Liz hits the second.
Anotación para Víctor Liz.
Back to a
14
13-point
puntos.
lead. 77-64, 1 minute to play. Pressure from Dominican Republic. Now Cruz up ahead to Stoll. Stoll has his pass knocked out of bounds by Coronado.
Balón favorable para México.
50.9. And a foul away from the ball. I think they're going to get Liz. Or trying to hold Cruz. That's the second on Liz.
Falta
And
personal del número 5 en República Dominicana.
they're
Liz.
over the limit, so Cruz will go to the free
Primera
throw line.
anotación para el número 9, Cruz de México.
Second free throw pops out. Lead is 12, 42 seconds to play. Vargas into the front court. And Stoll, he's been rather animated with these officials.
A little extra on the fall.
That's his
Segunda
second.
falta personal para el número 4 de
Definitely
México,
made a lot of contact with
Cruz.
Vargas.
A la línea de tiro libre el número 11, Vargas.
Free throw missed by Vargas. 39.5 to play. Dominican on top, 77-65.
Vargas 7 for 8 from the three-point line. He's 8 for 9.
20 puntos.
Makes it 13, and Vargas has 20 to lead all scorers. Cruz just about stolen away. Gutierrez gets fouled by Coronado with 31.1 left.
Oh, that was all ball.
Cuarta falta personal para el número 6.
One of the tougher calls to make as an official. I think sometimes you might get a little anticipation,
Yep.
but it happens so fast. I mean,
Anotación para el número 7 de México, Gutiérrez.
I definitely commend them for what they do. They definitely have a hard job.
There's Mata. Did not see him after he went down with that twisted knee. Try to find out his status for tomorrow. Big game for Mexico against Bahamas tomorrow. Not sure what the discussion is.
Now, it may just be me, but Gutierrez kind of favors Kyrie Irving in the face as he was shooting that foul shot just a little bit.
Still not sure what the Mexico coaches are discussing with the table. At least scores, but it's academic for whatever the issue was that Mexico was upset about. Ramos draws the foul. It's a 14-point game with 10.7 seconds left.
Yeah, at this point, Dominican Republic didn't even have to foul. I think they should have just let them have that basket. Oh.
That foul was on Vargas, his fourth. Dominican fans making some noise now. Second free throw no good. Hernandez the rebound, and that was Liss that went down after taking a shot to the old hearing hole.
I don't know if it's a thing of just pride or competition still, but at this point, I wouldn't even be doing anything. I would have let them have the board and just let the 9 seconds run out.
A la línea de tiro libre, el número 12, Hernández.
Hernandez to the free throw line.
Punto para México.
Hits both of those. And now Dominican Republic takes timeout with 9.5 to play. You would assume they're going to draw up a press breaker. Back for the final seconds of this one in Panama City.
Bien, atención, el propietario del automóvil con placa 1145 Kia Río, color gris. Por favor, tiene que moverlo. Está obstruyendo el paso de los buses de los equipos o será removido por la grúa. Nuevamente, el propietario del Kia Río, color gris, con placa 1145, por favor, a mover su automóvil.
Juan está sacando la bola. Víctor Lee. El último. Adri. Hacia este lado. Víctor Lee. Hacia arriba a buscar la pelota. No. Víctor Lee. Hacia afuera. ¿Y este quién es, Vikingo? Va a venir hacia acá. Le hace como un bloqueo aquí a Eloy. Para que Eloy salga a buscarla. No, Eloy va a salir a buscar la pelota. Cuando Eloy la tenga, bloquea aquí a Adri. Para que Adri suba a buscarla. Juegan aquí Vikingo y aquí Víctor Lee. Juan y Eloy se meten.
No se queden con ella en la mano, hay que anotar, ¿eh? Hay que anotar. 1, 2, 3, Dominicana. Pero tenemos tiempo, pero hay que anotar. Hay que anotar.
80 to 69, 9.5 seconds to play in this one. Timeout by Dominican Republic.
This is good because even though Dominican Republic is up 11, coach is taking this opportunity to work on something because you never know. In a future game, there may be a situation where you have a few seconds and you need a basket, so why not practice now?
Well, they did get a bucket. I think more than anything, they called timeout to advance the ball into their own front court. And the Dominican Republic defeats Mexico 82-69 behind 20 points from Eloy Vargas and 14 from Delgado. Mexico falls to 2-1 in group play. Dominican Republic remains at the top of Group B with 6 points. Dominican Republic very happy. In the fourth quarter, Dominican Republic outscored Mexico 29-24. Mexico was finally able to find a little offense, but too little, too late. Especially as they gave up 29 points. As we look at some of the numbers on this one, Mexico 43% from 2-point range. Dominican Republic a blistering 54%. Both teams right around the 30% mark from three-point range. Both teams very good free throw shooting. Mexico 79%, Dominican Republic 83%. 28 rebounds for Mexico, 37 rebounds for the Dominican Republic. Fouls, turnovers about even. Mexico 3 more steals. Points in the paint, big advantage for DR, 46-26. Second chance points as well, 9-2 in favor of Dominican Republic. What a huge game from Angel Delgado. Off the bench, scoring 14 points. As we look at more numbers on this one, we're going to get to the individual numbers in just a moment. Delgado getting set to get interviewed on the Spanish language feed. Gutierrez led Mexico with 21 points. Hernandez 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Vargas with 20. Delgado 8 rebounds, and Coronado 7 assists for the Dominican Republic. As we look at all of the scoring on this one, Paul Stoll for Mexico had 6. Marco Ramos 1. Toscano did not score. Gutierrez 21 points, 6 boards. Israel Gutierrez 8 points, 5 rebounds. Francisco Cruz 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Hector Hernandez 12 points, 7 rebounds. Mendez had 1. Mata had 1. Zamora had 6. For Dominican Republic, Rigoberto Mendoza 7 points, 6 rebounds. Liz 16 points, 6 assists. Coronado 8 points, 7 assists. Sadiel Rojas 6 points, 4 boards. De Leon 4 points. Vargas 20 and 6. Delgado 17 and 8. Juan Jose Garcia 2 points, 3 assists for the Dominican Republic. Don't forget, coming up at 5:45, it's Puerto Rico and Cuba. We'll be back on the air at 5:35. For my partner, Louis Shine, and everybody at FIBA, thanks for watching. So long for now.